basic. Basically, I want you to tell me.
Welcome to Souly for Laughs. I'm your favorite host, JD.
I'm Jojo.
And Mima.
And today we're doing an episode from space. It's like,
And, for 6 seconds.
And you can clearly see how fake it is in this room.
yo, the
Open up the hatch!
The fucking hatch just falls off. Like,
that shit
whoops.
that shit was crazy. They opened it and then they closed it again, and then Jeff Bezos went over there and opened it with a fucking tool.
Right.
With a tool, really? A man can open a hatch that's supposed to go up into space.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And just turn it like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Hello, he's the
usually.
richest man and the strongest man. Like,
it's just funny how they sent them up there in a wand. That's what it looked like.
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw
the rocket ship. No, the rocket ship looks like the wand, the big vibrator with the that's what it looks
oh
like.
my god! Did it have like the little like bubble tip?
Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It had the bubble tip and everything.
Listen, I believe that was intentional. Like,
this is how we are fucking everyone.
Somehow that was sponsored by that toy company,
And of course, it's Katy Perry.
Amanda said that shit was fucking. What's the thing when it's almost like coming out of your ass?
The butt plug?
No.
A turtle?
a poop.
Yeah, basically. Shit was crowning. Like they went
crowning.
up, crowned a little bit, and came right back down.
They crowned the fucking surface.
I told her it was like anal when you're like there and it's like ow, 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 and then it just started to descend.
They were there for 11 minutes, was it?
The flight was 11 minutes.
The flight was 11. So, including the time, obviously, to get it up there.
And they went to that, from what I read, it was the layer that defines like where space begins. So they went up there and then just...
To the planet's aura.
Did you see like Gail's response to the criticism? She was like, "Well, firstly, have you been, bitch? Who?
No.
What do you mean? Have you been?
Yo, I'm like, yo. So
was she talking to her audience?
A reporter had asked her.
That's stupid as fuck.
They're all getting a lot of backlash for.
I can call myself an astronaut.
The fact that it's so expensive and they could have done so much more with that money.
Yeah.
Astronauts are sitting there like,
really?
Right.
If being in space that long makes you an astronaut, I'm a gynecologist. If that's what we're going by, I just made steak and eggs this morning. I'm a chef.
the fact that Katy Perry came and kissed the ground, the astronauts that were stuck up there was looking at her like,
Right.
Yo, facts.
That just that just happened too, you know, like
I understand, I understand the whole.
what was the purpose?
Well, it was an all-woman trip to space, like the first all-woman.
it was empowering.
Felt like a fucking Power Ranger.
Because woman power. It was an all-woman fucking pointless $1 billion that went to space. Like,
Which is crazy because it's like, yo,
unless
there's so much
there's
more.
something that we don't know, as in like, was their purpose, like, what was the purpose of going up there besides it being
Distraction.
the woman? Like, was it to test something? Was it to figure something out? Was it like an experiment? Like, or they just said, fuck it, let's just send 5 random women to space.
So it was Katy Perry, Gayle King,
There was a couple of them.
Lauren Sanchez, which is the wife of Jeff Bezos.
Oh, girlfriend. I don't think they're married.
Fiance. They're definitely engaged. This Asian, she was a student from. I read like a little bit of her story. She had like a comeback story, but she was on there too. She's a Asian student from
She came back to
Harvard,
Earth
if I'm
after being up there
not
for 2
mistaken.
seconds.
She actually is like part
Smart.
astronaut. Like that's what she went to
she
school for.
So she was the only astronaut then.
Yeah. So I mean,
the fact
it
who
makes
the
sense for her to
fuck
go up
said
there.
that they were an astronaut now? They can call themselves an astronaut.
Listen,
was it Gayle King or Katy Perry?
Hello, Instagram shorties be calling themselves models. Like,
I guess they're very delusional.
Like you said,
hello?
you have to have a certain.
Are you booking yourself
amount of
or are you getting
delusion.
booked? Well, I don't understand.
You have to have a certain amount of delusion. So, yo, that shit crazy.
What's that?
When those girls just be like booking info in
Oh,
on the thing.
I'm gonna put that. For me.
I just think it's crazy to say you're a model.
But I'm not gonna tell you
but
what you
all the
booked it
pictures
for.
on your Instagram are photos that you paid for.
Or edited. Photoshopped.
Or you paid for.
What do you mean pay for?
Like you're booking your own shoot.
I'm sorry, I just thought of something dumb.
What?
I'm gonna put that on my page, but you don't know what you're booking for. I show up at your house in a clown outfit. It's just, there's a flight. All of my bookings are random. Like it's just random shit that I do.
You know what it is though? Is that like you know what it is with that though? Is that men? There's a lot of thirsty men out there, right?
Yeah.
So they'll be like,
And
"Oh,
weird men.
book me," or even the girls with the OnlyFans that just have pictures in their bathing suits that niggas subscribe to
Yeah.
for all that money, and it's like, "Yo, you got played."
Well, I guess they're self-made models, if they want to call it. Does that make sense?
No, yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I
put
don't
a
know.
Band-Aid when Mason gets cut. I'm a fucking doctor. We could just do this all day because just because you did something one time doesn't that trip was short, bro. Yo,
11
that trip was
minutes.
so short.
11 minutes. I just $1 billion.
You know what I wanted to say was the equivalent of it, but I understand, like, you know, when you take a flight, especially to like DR and the plane lands and everybody claps.
Yeah.
That's what Katy Perry did. Like, she came out of the capsule and was like, "Oh my God, I'm back."
I think also, like, something could have went wrong.
It could have.
So she's probably low-key like, I'm just glad I made it back
You
alive.
saw when they were ringing the bell, Gayle King's face?
No.
Oh my God, bro. She looked so tired of that shit. She was like, "Why the fuck am I doing this?" Katy Perry was like, Katy Perry funny.
Do you think that they paid money to be there?
Space and I liked it.
I think they paid them to go up there.
You think?
No.
No? You
No.
don't think so?
No.
It was just like
It was like the Titanic.
It was a barter.
It was like the Titanic shit. Those people paid to go down there.
Katy Perry paid to go up there.
These people got
paid
money.
Jeff
Yeah.
Bezos to go up
They
there.
do. They do
I don't know
have
who
money.
they paid, but it's not a free trip. Would you ever do that?
Pay
If
to
they
go.
offer, if they were like,
For free?
I mean, for free, a lot of people would do it for free.
Yeah, I would
probably.
want to go to space for free.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm scared of heights.
If you can guarantee me that I'm gonna make it back.
But there's no,
There's no.
that's,
But that's with going on a plane. You're never guaranteed.
Yeah, that's
you just met a man. Mima, I guarantee you I'm not going to cheat on you.
true. Yeah,
There's no guarantees.
Exactly.
That's true.
It's the same story.
yeah, that's true.
Nah, the
Wow, wow.
No guarantees.
another thing you can't do. I found out playing the guitar is an ick. Something else. The list is getting longer.
Playing a guitar?
Playing
Yeah.
a guitar is an ick for whom?
It's super romantic if
I
a man
love
plays
that.
a guitar and could like sing a song, even if he can't sing, because guys just have to like, hey, like they don't have to actually sing. Does that make sense? When you're playing a guitar, it's more like just talk.
What's it like in New York City?
It's like
I'm
talk a
1,000
song,
miles
and it
away,
just
but
sounds hot.
Let me see them titties. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm dead.
Remember that from game night?
Yes.
I just be changing the
But-
lyrics to everything. So what about you,
More
Mima?
pointless news. Did you guys hear about the New York woman? She aborted her baby at 20 weeks.
20 weeks. Damn.
20 weeks, which is halfway through for those who don't know. And she aborted it because she got a paternity test and the results were wrong. So based off of the wrong result, she chose to abort.
Wait,
baby.
what do you mean?
So for backstory, she was engaged to this man and they were having conceiving issues, for fertility issues. And because of the stress from that, they took a 3-week break, right?
Yeah.
In that 3 weeks, she ended up having it, meeting somebody else and having sex with somebody else. Then end up getting back together with her fiance, and a few months later, they found out that she was pregnant. So, because she wanted to be sure that it was her fiance, she went and got a paternity test, and it said that the fling was the dad.
Oh shit.
but the results were wrong. It was actually her fiance's baby.
Shit. Wait, what?
And she went. So now she's suing
The
paternity place
company
because she's like, I lost my fiance and my baby, and people are in the comments.
You lost your fiance because you fucked somebody else.
Well, she chose. Regardless, she chose to.
And she chose an abortion.
Yeah, she
at
chose
20
the
weeks.
Yeah,
20 weeks. This is because I looked it up real quick.
so the comments were eating her up.
Nails and fingers and toes are forming the baby.
Shoulders.
Have eyebrows,
Sorry.
eyelashes. The fetus is also developing muscles, becoming more
Why'd you read it like the song?
And the hairs, the heartbeat can be heard with a stethoscope.
Yeah.
It's about 6.3 inches, crown to rump.
Yeah, that's about right.
So
That-
do you
bro.
think that she actually has
You're so
a
dumb.
good case
For what?
against the paternity?
Man, anybody could sue here for anything.
mean,
bro.
she
that
does-
lady
alright.
sued for the hot coffee shit, and the cup says
true.
hot coffee on it. Like,
Yeah, that is
stupid.
true. I mean,
should've
does
fucking
she
not-
have? Yes, I think she does. Morally, she's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But the company did fuck up
Right.
and give her the wrong paternity test. Granted, let's say she hadn't gotten an abortion, because I think that's where the morality part of it goes in.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, man, fuck you. But let's say she kept the baby. It still made, it's still like fucked up a relationship.
Right.
Without having to.
Yeah.
For the company fucked up the relationship?
No, their mistake.
Yeah.
The relationship was already fucked. Well, not really.
It was
because it was
fucked
during a
because
break,
she
right?
she has
Hold
to come
on.
and say like this baby's actually not yours.
Yes.
Okay, so hold
When
on.
in reality, it was because she could have
was
kept
his.
that fling to herself in the
Exactly, which was
in the
what she
space
wanted
when
to
they weren't
do.
I'm gonna
together.
pin the question. I'm gonna ask you the question when we're done with this.
Well, we're done with it, so go ahead.
Oh, damn, that was you just want me to fucking question. You said, well, it was during a break, right?
Was it?
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was during a
3-week break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're having issues with your man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys go on a break and he gets some girl pregnant in those 3 weeks, you gonna just be okay with that? You gonna be okay with that?
No.
Well, nah, it was a break though. Y'all not together.
Well,
I have at this point I would have to make the decision, am I okay with this?
Right,
Am I
exactly.
not okay with this? Can I continue with the relationship with him?
Right.
But I also have to realize that we were on a break.
Yeah.
You believe in breaks?
No.
No, that's why I run people over.
No, because
You're so stupid.
what are you doing on the break besides not talking to me? You get like, are you still loyal? Are you still like, what do you like? What is different
Let's
on
sit
this
up for this
on
one.
this said break? Because I've never been on a break, so I have no idea.
I think
what the fuck it is.
breaks are good.
And it's different for everybody. I'm sure like people come up with their own
You,
rules.
I
you said
believe
you don't
in
believe in
breaks.
breaks. You just said breaks are good.
No, I didn't say I don't believe in breaks. I never answered it. I think breaks are good for. It depends on what you're taking the break for. Are you taking the break to go ham and go fuck a bunch of people? Or are you taking a break to step back and to realize, like, all right, to take evaluation on your life, whether this is the route that you want to go, like, is this a person that I want to spend the rest of my
Yeah.
life with? To jump into somebody else's bed, I think is an
I
unhealthy
feel like
way
that's
of
on-
dealing with a break.
Like if I'm having a conversation with my man and I'm like, let's take a break. I would hope that we both know that the thought behind that would be, I need to figure some things out for myself. Not
Yeah.
like, I think it would be crazy for the thought behind the break to be like, I want to go date other people.
But some people do that.
But some
Like,
people do
what
that.
The fuck? The only reason why
It hurts.
if that's the case, then let's not take a break. Let's break up and go date those other people.
But people do that. Like they'll be like, "Oh, it doesn't count. We were on a break," and it's
That's-
like, "Yeah, for the weekend."
I feel like a break is like Temptation Island. Like that's like Breon on Temptation Island. Well, you know, we was on a break, so it didn't mean, you know, it doesn't.
It didn't count.
She watched.
But you know what? I think you would have.
Did you hear that?
Damn, you hungry?
That's crazy.
It's because I chewed some gum before, and that shit, you know, gum gets your shit going.
It puts air in your stomach. But I heard it back here. It's like it was like a ventriloquist. I heard it right here.
God, I was like,
I should have had some coffee. You know, that's like a poor man's dinner.
Yeah.
Hey, Jasmine. It's like,
Oh, so we're back to that. I think it depends. You gotta set the boundaries when you're taking a break. Like what you guys are okay with. Are you okay with me taking a break, with us taking a break and both of us going and dating other people, and like make sure you keep the boundaries as, but we're not gonna physically do anything with other people. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
but then again,
you should be focusing on yourself. On
yeah, but then again,
or
you have to trust.
Are we just focusing on like individual selves? Is this what this break is for?
So my thing with that is, right, you can do stuff like that and not have to necessarily take a break. Like you can, especially if you don't live together.
You can just cut communication, like bring it
even,
down.
Not even exactly.
That's what a break means. Like I like cut communication, at least for me, because a break for everyone means something different.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
I can see
You
how
gotta
a break
establish
for
that.
some could mean like, I need to see what my life is like outside of this, which means like no communication, you know?
Yeah, but that's, I don't know.
That's basically saying like, I don't know if I want to be with you,
Yeah, exactly.
which for the other person is not fair. Cause like I have to sit and give you time to figure out if you want to be
No,
with
you
me.
don't. But you don't though.
Which I guess
You don't, because if
I
somebody,
can see both, but you don't. Like
Yeah,
like
you
you said,
don't.
You that's
if your man
but-
came up to you and was like, you know, I think I need a break,
Mm-hmm.
you could be like, okay, well, go figure out what you want, and you'll find out if I'm here or not. And then you don't have
I'd
to
be like,
necessarily-
okay, go figure out and take your clothes on the way out. Like
No, deadass though.
Yeah.
You go ahead. And
Right.
You
then-
have the right to react to it.
absolutely.
in
You
any
have the right
way.
to just not.
yeah. For me, there's no break. There's just a breakup.
Yeah, I'm not taking a break.
I'm breaking up. Like we're just
Now, if you're going through something, especially in your marriage, and like your wife or the husband says, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna spend the weekend at my mom's house. We just need to like relax a little bit and try to take some time to let this, whatever the problem is, settle down, right? Whatever, you take the weekend. And
What if that person wants to take a month traveling?
but that's up to you to be okay with that. If that
Yeah.
person wants to do that, you have every right to be like, well, then, okay, this is what you want to do for you. Me personally is not what I don't want to do. I don't want to do this. So I wish you the best.
Now, at that point, do you feel like you have some kind of like you own that person and you're afraid of, like there's stuff behind not being okay with someone saying, I want to take
Like
a break.
being their-
I want to go travel the world.
like being their own individual person.
Why? Why is there a problem with you? Why is there a problem with you not wanting to be in that situation?
because we don't own anyone.
No, you don't. But
Yeah.
exactly. But they don't. We don't have to wait for that person.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not saying
think
you have to
I don't
wait
think
for
you
that
have to go on a
person.
break for the partner to travel a month. I don't think you have to go on a break for that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't have to be a break. Like, you could just,
You could take
It
your
would be a break if you're not talking to that person.
but that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's the part where it's like,
How is it crazy though?
but okay, so if you said, okay, I'm gonna go away for a month, we're not gonna communicate at all. Mm-hmm. Cool. That's what you wanted to do.
But it's not crazy.
No, but
it's
that's
not
what you
crazy.
wanted
Yeah,
to do.
It's just
Okay.
not fair to the other person either.
But you're not.
That's what you
You're not
wanted
making
to do.
them. You're not making them wait.
Because they're choosing
Making them
to
wait
do
for
that.
what?
I said you're not making them wait. You said it's not fair.
Yeah.
But you're not making that person wait. So how is it not fair? It would be unfair if you tell the person, I want to travel for a month, but you got to wait for me.
I think it's crazy.
it's just
I
so
think
that-
it's not
that-
fair for for my man to be like, listen, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna travel for the next 30 days, and I don't want to communicate. Okay, that sounds. I would actually be kind of hurt. Like, what the fuck? You don't want to communicate, and you're doing this whole like self fucking journey. For me, you're just telling me you don't want to be together, and that's okay. I get what you're saying, where it's fair. It's fair because I'm choosing to wait for him for the 30 days if that's what I choose to do, but it's still hurtful. Maybe fair is not the right
hurtful,
word.
but when you start thinking about it as this person needs to figure themselves out it's an intern. Like, I might know that I want to be with you, but I might need to go and like figure myself out and heal and just like be in isolation. It doesn't necessarily mean that I don't want to be with that person. I just need to be with myself.
Yeah.
For the next 30 days.
I mean, you could be like, hey babe, I'm going on a retreat, this 30-day spiritual retreat, and I'm not gonna have my phone. I feel like that's fine.
Well, no, is that
well,
the truth?
when you put it that way, yes,
Well,
it's the same thing.
Well, yeah.
Well,
It's the same thing that I'm saying. I just didn't put it in those words, but it's.
But if
when you put it that way,
if it's the truth, like what I'm saying.
yeah, if it's the truth. If that's what that person's doing, because I know people that say the whole, oh, you know, I'm gonna work on myself. I don't think we could be together right now. 2 weeks later, they fucking somebody else.
Well, that's because that person is not really trying to go inward and heal. That
But no,
person.
but that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So
They're just trying to
in a
mask.
person like that, right? If you've experienced this before, and somebody comes up to you, or not somebody comes up to you, but you're with somebody, and that person that you're with decides, hey, I'm gonna go away for 30 days, no communication whatsoever. You already experienced something like that before that you have to probably heal from. That ain't gonna help you heal from it.
No, it's not. That's why you got to go
Deuces.
inward. But that's why you got to go inward in yourself and heal that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Breaks for me are weird. I just rather just say, let's just break up. Like, I guess the word break, because I feel like it's a very gray area for me. Like, I don't know.
It is a gray area because a lot of
So-
people, like you said, a lot of people have a different definition.
Yeah, I think
from
I think there would have to be a real in-depth conversation between both individuals.
right.
If you're gone for 30
100%.
days, you're gonna have to pay me tariffs on your way back.
I'm done.
Tariffs for that dick.
10 blowjobs. I want 10 blowjobs that night when you come back.
Yeah.
So what them shits at right now? 245 on China or some shit like that?
$245?
No, 245%.
Percent.
Or something like that. Let me see. Let me just double check this real quick before I open my mouth. Let's see. They are. Well, right now it says there's 145.
That's crazy because I've
Percent tariff
never,
on Chinese goods, and China has a 125 tariff on American goods.
I've never thought of breaks from like the person getting the break, like somebody breaking with me. I never put myself in that.
Oh no, wait.
And that
Like
thought,
you're the person asking for the break?
no, like they're asking me for the break and how
Oh,
I would feel
how would you
about
feel?
that.
Because you've always been the person
To take the
breaking
break.
hearts.
Yeah, sorry.
That's why.
They face up to 245% tariff for retaliating, raising theirs. It's just trying to make it a back and forth for negotiations. What people don't understand about that, right? And I get that a lot of people, like, obviously I'm not a economy
Economist?
major. Yeah, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I know exactly how this works. But I watched a video on it, which now makes me an economist because I watched it for 5 minutes.
So you are certified.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm
Economist.
certified. I watched
I like that.
YouTube University. You know what I'm saying?
University.
Listen, AI is the teacher.
No, deadass. You could sit there and just ask it questions. What's crazy is, side note, I went to my doctor's, right? So I uploaded my MRI to ChatGPT. ChatGPT gave me a rundown of what was wrong with my shoulder, right? And then it said, do you want a summary for your doctor? I was like, sure. It gave me a summary of like whatever. It also gave me workouts to do. So my shoulder has been feeling better now. I go to the doctor's
After the
yesterday.
workouts?
I go to they're baby workouts with bands and stuff like that. It's like physical therapy type stuff. I go to the doctor's yesterday. Now I have the shit on me. Like, bro, this man told me exactly what ChatGPT said, and I was like, that's crazy. Even to the point of your best way of treating this would be, and I looked at him, right, and I'm looking at this man. I'm like, yo, that's why
You're an orthopedist.
That's why I posted the ChatGPT thing on my, where it was like doctors in 2045, and the guy's in the MRI, and the guy's like, give me a second, and he's on ChatGPT. That's why I looked at him and I'm like, yo, this is verbatim what ChatGPT said, my man. Did you do the same exact thing?
I can definitely see AI being like integrated with like medical software.
Absolutely.
And
Well, no,
hospitals.
it is.
Yeah.
So it shows me, it pointed like I had the MRI, then I asked it like, oh, where do you see this? because I wanted to like see, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so it pointed exactly to where the ligament was or the tendon, and it showed like it highlighted the area. So when the doctor goes, yeah, because you see that, I was like, yeah, that's inflammation right there because.
You're so annoying.
He goes, oh, you know how to look at these? I'm like, oh no, my friend had an MRI recently, and he told me that's areas like that or whatever. But it was like verbatim what ChatGPT said.
The doctor was like, yo, did you use the same ChatGPT I did?
Yo,
Well,
facts.
wouldn't you think that because AI is fed all the information, why wouldn't it be fed the information from the universities where?
No, it is. It looks.
Right,
It,
like-
it goes online and it gets all this information just at really fast.
Do you
Yes.
people don't understand that AI is connected to humans in a much deeper level? Like the more our consciousness goes up, which is our intelligence, our
The more it increases them.
the more it increases ChatGPT. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, it's gonna take jobs away from people, blah blah blah, this and that. I feel like if humanity were to integrate it in a good way, it would be a positive outcome.
Yeah.
Like it's the only reason ChatGPT is because
Of us.
Of us.
Yeah.
One cannot do without the other. So it's like, I think it's amazing that ChatGPT is the reason, you know, has the capabilities because we gave it the information.
Yeah.
Humans did.
Yeah.
And
So-
it's just literally taking all of it together. And it's
Yeah.
like, here you go.
Yeah, at lightning speed.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So
So your doctor thinks that you're an orthopedist too.
technically I am now.
Add that shit to your resume.
Go get an MRI and give it to me. I guarantee you I'll tell you what's wrong.
But
make
good
sure
luck
that-
getting your insurance to approve it first.
Just make sure they put it on I have good insurance. Just make sure they put it on a disc.
All right, don't rub it in the face of
gonna be-
those who don't have good
So
insurance.
I have to get those. He told me to get
Juan just called you a peasant.
Nah, that's what JD Vance did. Damn, bro, my nick JD, bro.
What do you do?
You didn't see that? He called Chinese people peasants.
Oh.
He said, "We're not making deals with those peasants," or some shit like that. But anyway, he said peasants. He called them
Peasants
peasants
is
more than
crazy.
once. He said like 3 times in that one sentence. They told me to get what?
No,
No, because I gotta look at y'all because y'all be doing that.
I was just laughing because
Eye
I was
contact
laughing at what you
communication.
said.
This
yeah, I
nigga's
was
a
just
dumbass.
laughing at. I can't believe
But
like
you are, but no.
what the fuck is this administration doing? Like,
Do you know? So he recommended plasma shots.
okay, you're telling me I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
JD Vance?
No, stupid.
Like, why didn't JD Vance recommend plasma shots?
You stupid ass.
Oh, on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does it need like to smooth where the bone rub? Like, is the bone rubbing on something?
The tendon is inflamed, which is causing it to like whenever like I move my shoulder to a certain position, it makes an impingement.
Okay, so how is
So
he
it squishes
targeting
it.
the inflammation?
Oh, they're putting a long needle and injecting it straight
steroid?
into the no steroid.
Plasma.
He said because what
How
happens
does
with
plasma lower inflammation?
Plasma is
Yeah.
so amazing.
Okay.
so I gotta go to the hospital. They gotta put me in that. Well, they gotta put that machine that extracts your blood, and they extract the plasma from there or the RB, whatever the fuck he said. ChatGPT. No, I'm kidding.
Imagine.
And then they take that and they inject it into straight in, inject it straight into your into the area that's bad. So I
interesting.
can't take any anti-inflammatories or anything for like 3 months.
Okay.
So that way my body just focuses on
Yeah.
that area.
That's
Yeah.
also ibuprofen and Tylenol. So don't take any of
I
that.
know ibuprofen and NSAIDs or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Chat GPT is
That
working
wasn't
for you.
ChatGPT. I read the back of the bottle.
Juan's like, I read sometimes.
No, because if you do the cortisone, it's just a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
If
It
you do
is.
the cortisone shots, it's just a Band-Aid. It's
Yeah.
going to take the pain
That's
away.
what I was gonna say.
But
Like,
then I'm
be
going to be
careful
out there
because they'll
just doing
just
whatever.
they'll keep having you come for shots and shots and shots, and then you gotta get surgery, and then it's
Yeah, you
like
get- he told me
it's like
straight
it's
up.
like a vicious cycle.
No, he told me straight up. He's like, look, you're too young. Thank you, doctor. To get the steroid.
Mm-hmm.
He said, because then what ends up happening is it's a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
You'll go to work. You'll go to the gym.
A lot of people want
and then
it
you're gonna get
because it's a
rupture.
Band-Aid too. They don't
'Cause
want
it's
to
quick.
They
He
don't
said
want to
you'll get a rupture
stop and
tear.
deal with it then. but
Fuck that, I don't want- I don't
you
want
end up
surgery.
paying for it long. And yeah, I know.
Speaking of
but-
paying for it,
The
in
only
long
shots
run,
Juan needs are back shots.
you're stupid. I hate you sometimes. Thank you. Thank you. For that. Thank you for that. Anyway,
You thought about it, yeah?
no, that was a perfect segue.
You know,
and you-
right?
No, that was a
just
perfect
lost.
segue, and you fucking ruined
he
it.
lost his train of thought.
So back-
Speaking of expensive, so I watched the video that I was talking about before I jumped into this shoulder shit was that yes, bringing jobs to America and increasing the workforce here sounds like a good idea in theory, right? But what a lot of people don't understand is like, and the guy used a cup for example, like just a regular like coffee mug. He goes, "That's okay, cool. So we shut down the factory in China. We make mugs now here in the United States. What do you make mugs out of? Porcelain, ceramic. Who's the importer of porcelain and ceramic?
China.
China. So now you're still paying for the material, and you're paying more money to make the cup. So a cup that would have been $3 is now going to cost you $15 because of the tariff on the
Ceramics.
materials. And then ain't nobody in America making shit for $3 an hour.
Right. They would have to raise the pay.
Either that or they're just going to have a robot factory. So it's a lose-lose situation in some cases, obviously. Because we don't have all the materials we need. That's why we get our lumber from Canada. China was like, fuck you guys. Now we're importing soybeans and beef from Brazil and Australia. Nebraska's suffering right now.
They were importing our beef. Why would they want our beef?
Because they don't... So
I'm like weary of anybody that wants any foods from America.
That's true.
So every country
agree.
has its thing, right? Like Florida has oranges and alligators or crocodiles, whatever it
Yeah,
is,
well.
right? So every country has its thing. Obviously, we have big people here. That's wait, bro,
We have a surplus, yes.
We have the world's largest population of obesity.
I know.
So
It's a fucking problem.
it is a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem.
Because people use food as a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And people use food as a point to receive dopamine and all the good feeling hormones. They replace that. That's the only way some people can feel joy. That's where
Yeah.
obesity comes from.
It's not just that.
And not-
it's also,
not
it's
just
also
that. There's
you go to
also-
the fucking restaurant and you order a plate.
Yes.
And they bring you a plate. This
It's
like,
also-
like this big, and you're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
it's-
said this wasn't shareable.
It's also
What do you
genetics.
need?
It's also genetics.
there's a
it's
lot of
also
it,
environment.
but-
There's a lot. But I feel like, and then for us, it's our lifestyle. Like 9 to 5, everybody, almost a lot of people drive almost at least 45 minutes away from work.
Yeah.
Depending on where they live. So you get home at almost, if you get out at 5 o'clock, not taking traffic into consideration, depending on where you work at, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you make dinner it's
crazy.
It's easier to go get McDonald's,
Right.
especially if your kids are in sports. Easier, let's go get cheeseburgers at the drive-thru and then
I
head
mean,
to
meal
sports.
prepping is an option, right?
It is, which a lot of people don't want to do.
Yes. So meal prepping is an option. So I'm not going to say it's people want convenience, and obviously all that
Why
stuff.
can't
is
the food at
convenient.
McDonald's be healthy though?
Because it's America.
No, because
Right?
then it
Like
would just.
if it was real fucking beef burgers and real bread,
Real chicken nuggets?
and real cheese, like
Like that, them chicken nuggets aren't real.
Yeah.
It's
like
disgusting.
people can pay for convenience, but at least let it be like real food. You know,
We all eat fast food, right?
yeah.
Who you think got the best fries?
McDonald's,
Burger King.
Ooh.
McDonald's. I don't
Burger
know.
King for
Burger
me.
King is giving me like psycho vibes.
Ooh, come on.
No, McDonald's don't even have real fries.
And Burger King does.
They taste more like potatoes to me than
No, for me,
McDonald's.
McDonald's-
McDonald's fries are bitter.
McDonald's got the number. Well, maybe you haven't had fresh fries. You gotta have fresh.
I've
fries.
had both. They're bitter,
I love McDonald's fries, and I'm gonna die on that hill.
and we're no friends. This is where our friendship ends.
I like
know what?
Wendy's.
Huh?
Wendy's. I don't.
I got a viento.
I like.
I got-
well,
I got-
Wendy's changed their fries to real potato fries. Not too long ago.
Well,
their
you
fries are
you
good.
could see the skin on the Wendy's fries.
Yeah, that's when they changed it.
I like Wendy's, but every time I get them, they're like soggy. Like Wendy's doesn't care about how they deliver the food.
Wendy's gonna fire at you online. Wendy's.
Neither
Well,
does
Wendy's is
neither
wild.
does
Sponsor my fucking
McDonald's.
wedding, then.
McDonald's cares
Wendy's-
about their fucking how they slap together food. They don't either.
Nah, that's why I quit Burger King when I was.
No,
when I was,
but I'm more likely
When you
to
used
get,
to work at Burger King,
Yeah, when
I'm
I
more
was-
likely
forgot
to
you
get
worked
fresh
at Burger
fries at
King.
McDonald's than at Wendy's.
huh?
I said I'm more likely to get fresh fries at McDonald's than at Wendy's, and it could be just because of the higher
You go ask for them.
turnover.
You go ask for them too.
And yeah, you're gonna get a side of spit
No, no,
those fries.
hold on.
to
Wait,
dip it in.
if you're in the
Like,
drive-through, if you're in the drive-through, obviously you can't see anything. But when you're in the front, the fries is
yeah,
station.
but I don't. Who goes inside?
Let me get fresh fries. Like if you actually want
no,
fresh fries.
I want fresh.
I'd rather-
I want fresh oil.
You say no,
Damn.
no. Supposedly, if you say no salt, then they have to make you a fresh batch.
Yes.
But I want salt on my shit.
No, but that's why you say.
Imagine I say no salt, and then
can
I hand
get
it
some
back
salt?
to them, and then
Can I get some salt, please?
Can you just sprinkle a little salt on there? They're gonna be like,
It's like people that ordered the cheeseburger with Big Mac sauce. Now it's just a Big Mac without the extra bun in it. Literally, it's just that stupid secret
what
menu
the
thing.
make? What? What'd you say?
No,
The double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Oh well,
If you get the double
I get a
cheeseburger with Mac
McDouble
sauce.
with Big Mac sauce.
I made
Yeah.
Big Mac sauce. It's very easy to make.
I know.
I bought
It was
some.
delicious.
I saw it.
I made
Oh my God, I'm
wraps.
gonna bring
I learned
it
how to
here.
make it on YouTube.
I bought sweet and sour and Big Mac sauce from Portugal, and it literally tastes exactly like Big Mac sauce.
Yo, I
It's
tried to
crazy.
do
and
that.
it comes in a squeeze bottle.
I tried to do Jasmine's nails this past weekend.
Oh Lord.
No.
Like with the gel, like everything, right? The little, like, mind you, I didn't watch no videos on this.
That's pretty
You
reckless.
did a good job.
Why didn't you use ChatGPT?
No, I just didn't watch any videos because I'm like, how hard can this be? Shout out to the nail techs out there because that shit was
It's not
fucking
easy.
difficult.
To
First of
file
all,
the nails, you gotta be careful too, because that shit could burn.
no. That I know how to do that because I use a grinder, so that's easy, right?
Use the app.
The what?
The app grinder.
Yo, I'm
That's
gonna
literally
kill.
what you said.
I
Yes.
use a grinder. Do you know what
Yeah.
a grinder is?
Yeah, the app.
No. No.
Nah, I'm
Do you-
kidding. I know what it is.
Now
I
I'm
know
gonna
what it is.
mansplain it to
Nah,
you.
I know what it is. You.
I don't know what a
shit.
grinder is.
All right,
Well,
then.
go
I
ahead.
use.
We're
I do
gonna-
my own nails.
We're gonna no. That's not a fucking grinder.
What's a grinder? Just don't
It's
just don't mansplain.
No. What's a grinder, Jojo? I want to know what a grinder is.
It's when I'm a
No.
grinder.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
It's a drill. It's one of those drills, right?
I hate how
First
Juan
of all-
won't answer the question. He'll just start laughing. Like,
First of all, you're not even saying it. It's what you used on her nails is a drill.
dumbass. Unless it was.
Unless a grinder is like,
Anyway.
or a tree
JoJo is
grinder,
so used to
A
doing
what?
house shit
A
that
what?
this bitch said.
or a tree grinder. Like there's these big machines that grind the tree.
What's with the sound effects?
Because that's what they do.
Anyway, so I'm just gonna ask my son's girlfriend to show me because she's a nail tech. Shout out to Angie.
Did you guys
She
give her
better
the
charge you
stuff? Is that what you used to do Jasmine's
No, I
nails?
actually
Oh.
ordered some stuff because the gel that you gave that was in that box had spilled in the box. Everything was sticky as fuck in there.
No.
Like you left the thing open.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was all over the place. So I ordered a new one, and then I ordered the
Wait,
almond.
how did that
shake.
happen? Because I looked through the box.
No, it was. I'm telling you, it was mass sticky.
I don't know how that happened because I looked through the box in front of you guys.
Yeah. What gel?
and it wasn't like that.
The gel pack.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, doing nails is hard. So she's gonna help you? We'll teach you?
No, she'll teach me. Or I'll watch videos on YouTube. After 5 minutes, I'll be
Yeah.
good. The hardest part is that gel shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then like
You gotta make
don't
sure it's
get
like
me wrong.
a cute, like clean and like an even layer.
Yeah, I know. That shit was not that.
It's hard.
You look
Painting
at the nail
nails
from the side, that shit was
is
like,
a fucking art is an art form.
Nah, it is. That's why I said
Like,
shout out to nail techs.
right.
Y'all really, you know what I'm
They
saying?
When I do
They
my own
perfect
nails,
their craft.
I'm doing my own nails for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just sitting there and perfecting it and shit.
I haven't got my nails done in months. I'm actually proud of myself. So, Omar, they're not soft anymore. They're hard
Now
now.
your nail tech.
Dap her up, Omar.
Oh, he's talking. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
You know
'cause
how
he
he
said-
said it
yeah,
was
he said
a
a
red
girl-
flag
yes.
because his girl, I guess, always got her nails done, so her real nails were
Were
like
mad
soft
soft.
and always hurt.
Yeah, yo,
Like,
this
shut
man's
the
red flags are
fuck
crazy.
up, Omar.
That dude a whole red flag, yo.
He really is.
I wish I could play that whole fucking confession, dog. That man said, yo, I got there and I high-fived the top of the door. You know, like when you're in football and you're about to fuck it up. Bang. And then
And
I went and I
100
just clapped cheeks.
And I 100% believe that that's exactly how it went.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
He
I don't
definitely-
think he's not a
Up
liar.
at the top.
Nah, that. So yeah, I tried the nail thing because I thought it was like, you know what, let's do something different, and it was like it's almost like intimacy without sex, right?
Yeah.
So, but it was funny because I tried my best, and I put the wrong nail in the wrong. Yeah, it was.
Damn. Oh wait, you were putting her press-ons on?
No. Press-ons are just press-ons. No,
Yeah, that's what I'm
you had to
saying.
order the bottoms because I'm not gonna be able to shape like her. Like you gotta shape
Wait,
it.
you order bottoms?
No, what is it? What is it? We're not in June yet. What the fucking gay jokes?
Are you top? I knew it.
I think he just admitted it on camera.
Oh my god, bro.
I didn't know you was like paying money for it though.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Oh my god.
So you ordered
Wait,
the
so
bottoms.
you were putting the gel and then you put the nail on it, right?
No, you put
No,
the nail.
you put the nail on it, and then you put the gel to fill it in.
to make it like thicker and shape it. Man,
Like-
you know what? I'm not doing this.
'Cause
I know what you're talking
Is it
about.
the gel X nails or no? Oh, because I just used the gel.
There's
gel
different
X nails
forms that you could
just-
use those. Yeah. So you made it thicker.
And then you know,
buff it out.
you file it, you buff it. I did all that.
Okay.
Then came time to paint.
So does
I
she-
can't paint walls.
Well, your hands are shaky.
That's another thing. I don't have the steadiest hands in the world, right? They're
Yeah,
good
I
for
could-
certain things.
I could tell.
They're good for certain things.
I could tell by this
I don't even
paint
gotta
job.
move. I just put my hand there and the shit doesn't work by itself.
Juan's like, and it just
It just does it, yeah. So I suck at painting, period. Right?
We know.
except for painting walls on the
This
inside.
is stupid.
The outside ones suck.
Yeah, so I don't like painting. So I tried, I'm trying my best. I go on the thing and I put a little bit on there. Shit gets all over the side. Now I'm cleaning the side. The shit ain't. So Jasmine looks at it. She goes, "Babe, the whole side of the nail was missing nail polish."
Juan only hit at the top.
Yeah, it was.
The technique is you gotta hold it in like this, and then you just roll it between the two fingers, so you get both sides.
Oh.
Like,
Don't get me wrong. At the end, I was trying to remember how I've seen someone do it before, and then you gotta grab the nail polish and you gotta like put it in the back.
I
and, like,
100%
stick it
believe-
in the back, and then go like you said. I just didn't do the roll shit.
I 100% believe that if you had a video playing in the background, that
I would've did it.
That you would have did her nails.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm gonna watch the videos because I'm gonna get this shit down, and then Souly for Nails is coming out, or Souly Nails is coming out.
Yo, I'm done.
Stay tuned. Yo, we got 88 subscribers, 12 more.
I saw that.
And
Whoop,
y'all
whoop.
and
I
y'all,
wonder who were the more. It's because I made 12 more pages.
You're so stupid.
I would tell my people
No, it tells me
at
who
work,
subscribes.
but I'm
Oh,
not
does it?
telling
Yeah,
them.
it shows you who's subscribed.
I want to know who.
I can't trust anybody at work, so I can't
Why?
tell them
Nah,
I
because
don't know
Mima
who's a
talks
snitch or
mad
not.
shit.
So I want to make.
Mima's like, fuck that job.
I actually
Right.
want to make stickers with the QR code at the bottom that takes you
Yeah.
straight to YouTube. I'm working on that. But I gotta figure out how to. I mean, it doesn't matter if we have to pay for the QR code because the couple sites that I went to, you have to pay a monthly subscription for the QR code to continuously work.
Is that what ChatGPT said?
No. But that's actually a smart idea. I'm about to just ask it, like,
Right.
is there a free QR code?
And can you do it for me?
And then and then it'll give you the websites that are
Yeah.
free.
And so, our picture, our logo, with the QR code at the bottom.
What would be this estimate of what we gotta pay monthly?
No, it's cheap. It's like $20 a month.
Okay, so then we split that.
No, I'm kidding. Venmo, Zelle.
GoFundMe
monthly.
Nah, I'm gonna do no fucking GoFundMe.
Oh my god! You know what we didn't talk about is the fucking DR roof collapse.
Yeah.
We need to talk about it. We're fucking all Dominican here.
You know what's so
Justice.
It's so sad.
Justicia.
that whole situation, man. Like the dude that owned that shit was mad irresponsible. There was a fire 2 years ago.
I also heard that they're lying about the numbers.
Yeah, I saw that online too.
That there's more?
My thing
Yeah.
was this, right? My thing was,
Which is
I
more
understand
deaths.
people putting, and some people might take this as the wrong way. I don't give a fuck. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I just really don't give a fuck.
I don't think they noticed.
Pray for whatever, right? Rest in peace, Rudy Perez. So what's with the pray for everybody else? You know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all just gonna pick and choose what type of or nationality or country or whatever you're gonna pray for, and then you single out the celebrity. Because even like when they took him out the rubble, right? Everybody's standing there clapping and cheering and shit. You got family members crying on the side because their family's still under the rubble. Like, have a little respect for everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, this man wasn't God.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Unfortunately,
like, rest
that's
in
what we-
peace to everyone that suffered in that
Right.
situation. And how about y'all pray for humanity as a whole and not just countries that y'all like?
A lot of people do that because
Yeah.
it was even the same thing with Kobe.
I didn't-
Like, did you know the names of the
everybody
other
else.
people?
I don't.
No
This
clue.
is why I don't post. Pray for whatever. Like, to me, it's like I pray every morning. I pray for world peace every single morning.
Yeah.
But it's still it's entirely. I don't be like I pray for DR because I'm Dominican.
It was super sad though, like because like Perdamboy has a high Dominican population, if not all Dominican.
In the last 10 years, yes, all.
I mean, so far I've only heard of one death in Perdamboy.
The baseball player, right?
Oh, the
No,
two
the-
deaths.
the lady.
The hairstylist.
Yeah. She was from Ambush.
I'll
She
be
had
honest
a
with you,
salon on Hall Ave.
I didn't look into like who. I just whatever.
Yeah,
came
well,
up
it
on my
was
feed.
it was exactly
Yeah.
what came up on my feed because I followed
And
a lot
then
of Perdamboy
obviously I
people.
saw one or two videos on TikTok, and then my TikTok went to Dominican TikTok, and everything was about the yard and how this guy, the owner of that shit, owns like 50 radio stations. And
Yeah.
he has neglected other buildings and stuff
I
like
just
that.
hope that
His family comes from
But
money.
rest
The
in peace
people
to
get-
everyone who was in that incident,
Yeah.
and my condolences or our condolences to all the families out there that are suffering, and do better, man.
and I hope the families
When you
get
own
some kind of
buildings.
justice.
Yeah.
Like, do better.
Please.
For your own people, because it's
That's-
not like he wasn't Dominican
That's
his damn
such
self.
a tragedy. Like, could you imagine going out to Barcode and for a fun night with your friends, listening to Latin music and never coming out?
Were you there? Not Barcode. What was the one on
Lobby?
No. Was it? Is it Barcode? Blue Ale House.
Blue Ale House.
Oh, the top of the floor?
used to
Yo,
be
fuck
shaking.
that, bro.
I've never been. I
Nope.
went when it used to be Shannon Rose, and it didn't have that top. And then I went right the week before Blue Ale House closed,
That
and
shit
we
used
were
to be
downstairs.
shaking.
Yo.
But it was like lunchtime. There was nobody there.
Yeah.
But somebody was like, "Yo, have you ever came here when it was like a club?" And I said, "No."
Bro,
they said the
yup.
floor
Was
upstairs.
flex.
Yes. And they
Yup.
were like, and I never came back.
We went there.
But
were you there with
don't
us?
certain structures have to flex?
No, Mima. When I tell you, first of all, that place was always over capacity.
Yeah.
Y'all closed now, so it
I'm
don't fucking
sure.
matter.
I'm sure that they didn't keep count.
Now it's a K-pop place, which I want to go to. You guys want to go to that?
What?
That's
K-pop?
actually fun. I like.
Yeah, me
you,
too.
You
Let's
make your
do that
food in
one
front
night.
of you.
But go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went there once. Well, I went there twice. I'm lying. I went there once during the day before we went
I
out.
went there a few times, guys.
Before we went out. And I went there once at night, like you said, and it was a club night. Bro, we went upstairs. First of all, it's the whole excuse me. I don't like that shit.
It's already annoying.
Off the rip, I'm having I don't want to be there. Then they put EDM music going on. Everybody's jumping, boom, boom, boom. I'm standing by the steps, right?
It's giving Final Destination.
I'm standing by the steps like this, up against
New movie.
the railing, right? up on the steps. And I'm like, what the fuck? I look down, yo, the floor's going like this. I was like, nope, I'm out. I left because I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah, you gotta know when to leave someplace.
Fuck
But that's
that.
crazy. Like that, I'm sure they didn't have their structural integrity in place.
Of course not. It's DR.
Like no, I'm talking about here in Blue House.
On Blue House.
But in DR, 100%.
No, of course not. Well, from
The fact that every square inch of the roof fell is crazy.
what I've read, right? They said that it wasn't always a club. It was like a restaurant before.
Yeah, and it burned when it was a restaurant.
It was he fixed it, but he took out support beams, and then on the roof there was nothing, and then they added the AC units, they added the compressors, they added mad shit up there, which made it heavy. But now you took off some support.
Right.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then the vibrations of the music, which people like you could see in the video that they posted, which I cut off all the time. Like people are fucked up too. Why did they post videos of like people like screaming and as soon as I saw I was like, nah, I'm shutting this shit
Bro,
off. Like, why y'all post shit
I
like
still
that?
don't. Yeah, that's so. People are so
Why you post it and share it? Because yo,
bro.
that is somebody's dad.
We're so desensitized
That is somebody's dad, that's
to
somebody's brother.
violence and
That's
to
fucked up.
tragedy. Like I be telling Peyton, it's not normal for you to watch the news and see a plane crashing.
Like that
into
shit
the
is
water.
so
And
that,
not feel anything.
that shit
That
made me
is
mad
not
as hell.
normal.
Because it's like,
Like-
yo, you know, like, God forbid that's your family member and you're just on TikTok and next thing you know, you see your uncle or your dad just screaming for his life. Nah,
Right.
that shit like that, bro. I'm like,
Or people
y'all people
who
just
don't
y'all just
show-
want
right.
You just want like people to watch your shit and be like, oh my god, look how many views
Yeah.
I got on some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I understand people
You
doing
want
skits and making
Clout.
skits. Well, I understand clout for a little bit, right? When it comes to like dumb shit, like
Yeah.
when people put like
But
the
I
wrong.
mean,
But when it comes to loss of
death,
life,
yeah.
when it comes to loss of life,
Tragedy, pain,
tragedy
suffering.
and stuff like
Right.
that, yo, that's
that
not
always
something
wanna
that you
post,
should
like,
clout
inappropriate
bait
pictures,
and shit
yeah.
like that. Nah, bro.
Like, how you posting somebody in the casket, dog? Show some fucking respect.
Nah, yo, not for nothing though. Some of the memes, when people take like the stupid picture in front of the.
That's crazy.
Like, don't get me wrong. When I die, I don't want people at my funeral crying and shit. Go up there, take a mic, and be like, "Yo, y'all want to hear some embarrassing ass shit about this?"
I'm a rap.
Yeah, just snitch. Say some funny shit. Make everybody laugh.
I'm still
Like,
gonna cry.
I want to. No, yes, you're gonna cry, right?
But I want also happiness.
But
No,
yeah,
so
I
funny.
do. I want happiness. Like, don't wear black.
I used to have
Go over
an
there
old
in some-
friend who told me that they want a scene at their funeral.
A scene?
A scene.
Which would be like a
Like a scene, like some like chaos. I'm like, bro, that's fucking
Like make up
hilarious.
some shit
Yes, like
that wasn't true
A
about the
girl?
person.
no, a guy.
a guy.
Yeah.
All you need to do is get a bunch of girls
I
to
was like, damn.
just get a bunch of the exes there together.
Right, and make it
Girls
seem like
that weren't even like, imagine he was like a mediocre looking dude physically, and then
A bunch of bad bitches.
and a
show up.
bunch of bad
That
bitches
would
are
be
fighting over
hilarious.
him. That'd be funny.
Everybody be like, "Oh shit, it's like this."
a scene at a funeral is crazy. Like,
See what you was working with. It's like,
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
what's that called? Necrophilia?
yes,
Yes.
she just performed it.
You just said you were gonna lift it.
I
and
didn't
look it
say
up.
I was.
That's
going
sexual
to.
assault of a corpse.
I didn't say I was going to. I said, "Oh, that's like the person."
And then I
did
said,
it.
makes sense.
And then you went,
No, I said, oh, it makes sense.
Nah.
Nigga, not every time I go like this is me being
You know
dirty.
what? It's because from this angle.
It does.
you
From
can't
this
tell.
angle, I can't
because
tell.
of the mic.
Yeah, because of the fucking mic. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do it because of that. I was agreeing with you.
Dirty ass.
He's just trying to get you back for the gay implications.
It's all right if you're a top.
You're right.
That's talent.
That's half gay.
I saw a podcast.
It's not all the
clip.
way gay.
No, I saw a podcast clip, right? And the guy there was, I think it was 4 guys on there, and the guy goes, "Yo, guys, do you think it's gayer if you give it or if you take it? What do you
Take
think?"
it 100%. Because if you give it, you're either way a man.
No, hold on. Yeah, continue. My bad. I wanted to.
Well, I think it's gayer if you take it. Because a man uses his penis either way, with a woman or clearly with a man. So the person who's getting their booty hole touched is the gay one, even though you're doing the touching of the booty hole.
What do you think?
I agree with Mima.
But the top is still sexually attracted to the bottom, so he's definitely like 75% gay now.
Thank you for listening. No, I'm kidding.
Not percentages.
Yo, she came with statistics.
Think about it.
ChatGPT said.
Yo, the one guy said.
Actually, can you recommend me an AI to use? That's gonna be my bestie.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT is pretty
No,
good.
I
There's
need,
a lot of them.
I need some low key shit.
What you mean low key shit? Nothing's low key shit.
Oh, never mind.
ChatGPT is
There's not like
free
certain
to a certain
AIs
amount.
more for certain things, or they're all the same.
No, ChatGPT has different.
One.
Not just it has tiers too. It has
Who's
like
it-
the
yeah.
ones you pay for.
Who
but
is it owned by?
We don't know.
I don't know who owns
The universe.
No.
God.
No, ChatGPT. Who owns it is.
Jeff Bezos.
It should be public.
It is public.
Trump.
I don't know. Yo, you're so stupid.
George Soros. Oh,
I'm deleting it right now. Right now.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Who owns it?
and thank you for tuning in this week.
I'll tell you right now. We act like we don't have a fucking phone in front of us.
If only like AI could be integrated with Siri,
It is.
but not to the fact where it's like Siri, schedule me a reservation at blah 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 for
Sam
tomorrow
Altman
5:30.
Is the current CEO of
Who's
OpenAI.
Sam?
ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI, a company specializing in AI research. OpenAI is a dual-entity organization composed of a nonprofit foundation and a for-profit limited partnership, while Sam Altman is the current CEO of OpenAI and was one of the co-founders. The company's ownership structure is more complex.
Have you heard
Ooh,
of any?
It's God. It's God.
You're so stupid.
I'm so serious. That's
you-
why it's nonprofit.
No, bro.
Yes.
Have you seen any of the
How's it non-profit and you got to pay monthly for it?
articles with the whistleblowers of AI?
Huh?
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Like what? What happened?
Like the whistleblowers of AI. I don't know for which specific company, but you haven't read
Already?
anything about that?
They already got
No,
whistleblowers?
there's been whistleblowers. I'm gonna send you guys the articles.
Okay.
Because I skim read. Juan
me.
skim reads too, so we'll pass it over to you, the actual reader.
No, I'll read it if it's...
I love me a whistleblower. I know that sounds
Make sure you
dirty.
like and subscribe, share,
Like and subscribe, guys. Yeah, next month is my birthday.
Yeah, thank you for watching. What the fuck?
No. Do it again.
Wrap it up.
Oh, wait. Yes, next month is Mima's birthday.
Oh, no, I thought we were just gonna do something else.
Is that
Thanks
how
for
you queef?
tuning in, guys. We'll see you next week.
That's how Jojo
Like,
queefs.
subscribe, engage,
That's a beautiful
share.
queef.
Don't forget to email soulyforlaughs@outlook.com.
Why does it smell like an aquarium?
Super professional. Outlook. Who uses Outlook if it's not a fucking job? Crazy. We don't even have a Gmail, guys. We have an Outlook.
We have LinkedIn.
No, we don't.
All right, bye.
Why?
Basically, I want you to tell me that everything we done is okay.